Hey, I believe we're live. Hey, good people. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Songs in the Key of Life. I am your host, Kijuanna Wilson-Ewell. Tonight, I am so excited. I am so excited about this show. This is number 2, y'all. Number 2, the second episode. So I need you guys to do me a favor. Before we go any further, I need you to stop what you're doing. I need you to like it. I need you to love it, and I need you to share this this post. Share it. I need people to see it. I need people to hear it. All right, all right. Also, I want to give a shout out to CS Bailey and the She Is Still Dope team. Listen, y'all, these are amazing people. You can find She Is Still Dope on Roku TV, YouTube, and Facebook. So are y'all ready? We are going to be moving forward with the show. Tonight, we're going to be talking about hope, y'all. We're going to be talking about hope. We're going to be talking about hope in the future. When I think about hope, I think about, the good things, and I think about some of the people that are going through so many things. There are so many people that are overwhelmed with life right now. So maybe life feels good to you right now. Maybe all things are working together for you, but there are other people who are truly going through. But when I think about hope, there's something that comes to my mind, okay? And maybe you guys have heard this before. For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. That is Jeremiah 29:11, and I stand by that. But when we're talking about hope, right? Tonight I decided to bring in a guest, right? This guy right here that's coming to you guys. This guy is very, very special. We call this dude the modern day hope dealer, right? My guest this evening is the author of Training for Triumph, the owner of Major Prep Apparel, the creator of the Transformational Leadership Curriculum, and the Bryan Majors LLC. So can y'all just help me welcome my guest, B-Mage, Bryan Majors. He's in the building. Come on, y'all, wherever y'all at, just show him some love. Throw up a few hearts on the post. Tell him hello. Let him know that you're happy that he's going to be on with me this evening. Let's bring him in. Hey, there he is, y'all. That's the modern day hope dealer.
You know what it is.
What's going on? Look at him, y'all. The modern, bro. I need you to show that again. Do it again.
We here.
Hey, let's go. So listen, for you guys that don't know, Bryan's family and my family, look, we family, right? We love one another. Bryan got pictures all over the internet with my mom, Dukes. I love his mom. Our families are just, we just love one another, and I love what you do, bro. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on here with me tonight. I appreciate it.
No, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure,
Yes.
100%.
So I have a couple questions for you because, we're in the 717, so,
Right.
we know each other, but this thing, you know that we're in Africa tonight, bro?
Wow.
Yeah. We're in Africa. We're all over the place because we're streaming on Roku TV. So in some of these other countries, they don't have, like, Roku is their TV. So, so we got an opportunity tonight for people to be, asking about rocking your modern day hope dealer t-shirts, or maybe they'll want your book, right? So I want to ask you, though, can you tell me why you call yourself the modern day hope dealer?
Man, I mean, that was a name that really came to me shortly after the great Nipsey Hussle. I'm not gonna lie, it came to me shortly after great Nipsey Hussle. And
Right.
as I do what I do, one of my friends said, "Yo, what you do, you give me so much hope."
Yes.
And Nipsey Hussle was a neighborhood name, with Neighborhood Nip. And once they said that to me, it was like a light bulb went off.
Right,
It was
right.
during COVID, was such a huge pivot and transition for so many people. But I was in a position where I would still continue to be blessed and still continue to evolve and can still continue to be able to spread the message of hope that the modern day hope dealer, it hit. And it was an instant hit this last year and a half.
Right.
And so many people through my Motivational Mondays, which is now season 4, which is 4 years in a row. This is just
Yes.
episode 24 for 4 years in a row. And people say, man, I come to your message every Monday to get the hope I need for my week. And rest
Wow.
in peace, Neighborhood Net. I'm the Monday Hope that has been doing it, been moving hope all over the world for the last 9 years, literally.
Wow.
And it really just all came together.
That's amazing because some people grew up in the church all of their lives. So, and then some people, understand the street. So when I hear any kind of dealer, the first thing that my mind goes to is the street. And when you think about, what happens in the street and what's being dealt out in the street, it's products that we are giving people that are removing their hope. These are things that we're giving them to kill them. So when I hear somebody calling themselves a modern day hope dealer, there are so many people that are bound by themselves or bound by what life has given them. So to be the modern day hope dealer is like a major, major name to have for yourself. But let me tell you something, bro. What I see you doing and how I see you living your life and letting your light shine, I believe in you being a modern day hope dealer. I believe in it because I see how you are with the youth. I see how you are with adults. I see you out here training people, getting people's body right. It all works together, the mind, the body, the spirit. So with all of that said, you work with so many different people, right? But I need you to tell me, what is your favorite group of people? I know you work with the youth and the adults and the women and the men. What's your favorite group and why?
That's a tough one because
I'm sure it is.
I have, as you said, there's so many people who I'm connected to and am involved with that everybody needs something different
That's right.
at different. People are always at different parts of their lives. If I had to choose, financially, I would say adults.
Right.
Selfishly, I would say middle schoolers between 6th and 8th grade because they're in a position where they're so open to guidance, where they're so open to change and structure and discipline.
Right.
And if I had to choose, I would say between 6th and 8th graders.
Right. So I love that age bracket because, I have 5 children. So they all range from 9 all the way up to 16. But that age bracket between 6th and 8th grade is the toughest in my household. That's the time when I'm like, look, get it together. So
Yeah.
I thank you for work. Like I said, you're working with so many different people. And it's just a blessing to have you, in the 717. But listen, guys, I know him, but you may not know him so well. So we're going to drop a little clip real quick to show you a little bit about who this modern day hope dealer is. Can we roll the clip?
Power of positive. Understand that positive thought equals positive action equals positive outcome. It's a choice, positive and negative. It's a choice. But it comes down to your thought, the actions, and the outcomes. But first, again, it starts with your thought. You have a choice to be positive or be negative no matter what happens. People ask me, B, how you so positive? How you feel like you never have a bad day? It's power in your thoughts. It's power in your actions, it's power in your outcome. Prepared to make adjustments, never excuses. Before COVID happened, I was on a 14-school tour. About to make some pretty good money during that time, too. But everything shut down. I had to pivot, I had to make adjustments. But one thing I understood is that everything is a win. Everything is a lesson, and everything is a blessing. So when things are going right, it's a win. When things aren't going as planned, take it as a lesson and learn why not. Then you put that win and a lesson together, that's a blessing. So everything is a win, blessing, and a lesson. Prepare persistence and perseverance. Nothing can stop my greatness but me, and I'm not stopping it for nobody. Nothing can stop my greatness but me. Don't let anyone ever stop your greatness. Ever stop your greatness. Say this one with me. My best days. My best days. My best days are ahead of me.
Wow.
That was great. That was great, bro. Now y'all had an opportunity to see a little bit of him in action. Listen, everybody at home, I need y'all to stand to y'all feet and just give him a round of applause from your living room. My mom
Wow.
said I like that. Thanks, Kimberly
That's
Dorsey.
my
She said
girl.
agree. She watching you, B. As soon as I told her you were gonna be on, she said, "Wait a minute, how do I find it? I gotta get on there and see y'all together." So I'm so excited. So let me ask you this, bro. Can you break down just a little bit? I did announce when you were coming in some of the businesses that you have, but can you tell the people about your businesses, how you got started, and what is Major Prep all about?
So Major Prep started through me facing adversity. It was May 9th, 2008. I remember like it was yesterday. It was the worst and best day of my life.
Wow.
The worst day because I lost my father, I lost my hero, I lost the greatest man on earth in my eyes. But it was the best day because that same day made me a man. That same day revealed my true character.
Right.
That same day molded my family closer and tighter than ever before. And it was late in the morning, a few days later, I was up wondering and thinking about how to continue to evolve without having my father, without having my hero by my side to hold me and guide me step by step along the way. And it was about 3:25-ish in the morning. I'm looking in the mirror, done crying, no more water in my eyes.
Right.
The well went dry, crying my eyes out. And I started to tell myself positive affirmations that my father used to teach me and my brothers. And I was up in my room thinking to myself, man, I'm major. Man, I'm powerful.
Right.
My dad prepared me for this moment. He guaranteed us that life cycle is about you're going to be born, you're going to live, and you're going to die. But what you do in between in life and death, that's your legacy. And I kept saying, man, I'm major, major, major. I'm getting chills right now, still
I am
repeating to
too.
myself. And I said it to myself about 50, 60 times, I'm major. My tears just still trying to come on out, but there's nothing left. There's nothing left to cry. There's nothing left to cry. And I said, man, major work is what my dad taught me. You get out of life what you put in. Major work equals major results. And I said it in the mirror to myself, and again, like my body started to like shake. I started to get chills in my body, and I kept repeating that major work equals major results. Major work equals major results.
Right.
Major preparation. And it hit me. Major preparation. Major work equals major results.
Wow.
The motto is putting in major work for major results, and that pertains to all parts of life. So mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you got to prepare yourself to accomplish your lifelong goals. And it hit me. I like stopped crying. I wiped my face. I looked myself in the mirror like, man.
Wow.
I said it about 7, 8 more times. Major preparation.
Wow.
The motto is putting in major work for major results, and that pertains to all parts of life. So no matter whatever you're doing, you got to put in the work in order to get the results. Said it about 6, 7 more times. I kept saying it. I went to my brother across the room. Told him I'm starting a business called Major Preparation, honor of dad, man. And from there forward, we 9 years running.
Wow. Listen, y'all. Bro, not only do I have goosebumps, I felt all of that. Because the thing is, what we say out of our mouth matters. What we speak back to ourselves really, really, really matters. Over and over, you said that when you were in that room, you continued to say over and over, I'm major, I'm major, I'm major. And even in your broken state, where you were at that time, like you said, the worst moment of your life where you lost your father, the man of all men in your eyes, you convinced yourself, I'm major because that's what he told me, I'm major. And in repeating that over and over and over again, you believed it. You believed it so much that you allowed it to come to pass. So that that's major. Y'all, the last name
All
is
pun
major.
intended.
Yes, it's major. All of that is major. And while we're talking about family, let me just talk about this family really quick, guys. When I met this family, and I'm saying to myself, How did his mother do it? Like, the first year, I had a Game Changers empowerment breakfast. My husband and I had an empowerment breakfast, and we honored his mother, Miss Mary Majors. And I'm like, how does she do it? He comes from a family, it was 4 boys, as you guys can see. This family has 4 boys, 4 men that grew up. They all graduated high school, no trouble. They all have college degrees. Not only do they have college degrees, but they're all positive and motivated individuals in society. We have Westburn, which is his brother. Westburn Majors is a city councilman. Garrett Majors is a serial entrepreneur. Eric Majors is a state trooper, and Bryan Majors, B. Mage, is also a serial entrepreneur, and we see him sitting here, right here with us today. I want you to tell me, what did it feel like growing up in a house with 4 boys? And are you the baby?
Yeah. So even to backtrack a little bit, we all have master's degrees.
Wow, y'all heard that? So they
Every
graduated
single
high
one of
school
us.
and all have master's degrees, y'all. Come on, y'all. This is a black family, black men, no trouble, master's degrees. You cannot tell me that it can't happen. So come on, bro. Tell me a little bit about this family dynamic. What was it like growing up in a house with 4 boys?
Man, for me, it was a huge blessing. So not only do I have a master's degree, but I have a PhD in common sense.
Right.
My PhD is in common sense, and that came from my brothers by learning from their mistakes, from learning from their lessons, from learning from their wins. And my brothers led the way. They always took great pride in leading the way for all of us. My oldest brother Wes is a phenomenal leader. He's leading a whole entire city right now.
Right.
My next brother Garrett is a phenomenal leader. I speak to him every single day. It's not an important decision in my life that gets made without confirmation from him.
Right.
My twin brother's my ride or die. He's my biggest critic and biggest fan at the same time. And our mother's the head of the household, hands down. She believes in all of us more than she can believe in anything in this world. She dedicated her entire life to us. So for us as brothers, it's important that we always understood we got to provide our mother with an ROI. If anybody here is understands about business, ROI means return on investment. When she had it, she invested her life into us, not just every now and then. The rest of her life has been dedicated to us. To putting us in position to prosper in anything we wanted to do. She laid a solid foundation. We stood on the foundation. There was no wavering from the foundation. And from there, when you plant the right seed, only a matter of time before you start to harvest. And you reap the benefits of what you plant. So starting early on, there was times where things weren't happening. Or it had to be this way, one way or another, if you like it or not. This is what it is. We stand on it. We stand on our reputation, our character, our morals, our values, and our last name.
Right.
And this is what it is. If you don't like it, you want to deal with it. If you like it, you better embrace it and love every bit about it, because this is what it is, no matter what. And early on, from birth, we stood on that. As soon as we came out the womb, we was reading books. 30, 40 minutes a day, it was reading books. You saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am to any adult.
That's right.
You shaking a man's hand and firm possible and looking him dead in his eyes. You go into class, you sit in the front row, no matter how big of a athletic star you are.
That's right.
And so it was so many morals and values and characteristics I speak about even in the book that it's what it was. There was no wavering. And for me, being up as the youngest, my brothers protecting me. My brothers put me in a position to, be challenged. They beat me in almost every sport our entire life until I got about 7th, 8th grade. And once I got good enough, they stopped playing me in basketball for one. So I can never say I beat any of them in one-on-one, because they were always better than me until I got good enough to win, and they stopped playing me. But it was a phenomenal experience in our family. We had phenomenal friends and brothers from all over. Our home was the home of comfort, of security, and our mother and father provided that for myself, my brothers, and so many others as well.
Wow. So listen, I have a little bit of a surprise for you. I want to bring on the show with us tonight somebody special, somebody that is going to make this man smile from ear to ear. So can we bring our special guest on with us? Boom. Look who's here, the queen. I
You
think
mean
you're
your mom?
muted.
I said, whose
Hey,
child is that? Hey,
listen, that's your baby.
yes, he is.
Oh,
Yes, he
hey, Miss
is.
Mary.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your surprise this evening.
Wow.
Absolutely. Now, you know I love you. Now, this woman right here, y'all, she is a special, she's just a special woman. She's beautiful. She's always dressed from head to toe. And just hearing what your son had to say about you and the standard, like, I don't even know why I'm feeling like I'm about to cry. The standard that she set, no, I'm serious. The standard that she set, because nowadays when we see children, it is hard to raise these kids. And being a mother of five, I worry. It's difficult. And when I hear, your son say that you had specific morals and that you set certain things up and it was what it was. When you said that this was what they were going to do, this is what they were going to do. And to look at a product of what you
Yeah.
birthed into this world and what you followed through is a beautiful thing. So I applaud you. We all applaud you. But I brought you on because I wanted to ask you a couple questions as well. As his mother, was there a time when you knew without a shadow of a doubt that he was going to just be major?
Well, first, I have to say, I'm so proud of you and what you do, and you as a woman and as a mother
Thank you.
and a woman of God. I'm just so very, very proud of you. Um, I knew all of my children were going to be special. Short story, I was married for 5 years and couldn't get pregnant. And then I got pregnant and had a miscarriage and was told that I would never have children. And so we decided to buy a house. And on the day I went to closing, I found out I was pregnant with Wes. And then I couldn't stop getting pregnant for like another 5 years. So I know that my children were just going to be special, but
Right.
and the hand of God was on them from that moment that I was told I didn't have children because it is only by the grace of God that I had them. So since He gave them to me, my only choice, my only choice was to do as He would have me do with them.
That's right.
He gave me the wisdom to instill values in them. We never wavered from those values. And I thank God for it because they may have wavered at some point in time, but if you train up a child in the way that they should go,
Come on, Miss Mary.
they're going to come back to it. So no matter how they wavered, and Bryan gave you a little couple of his snippets in his book that he thought I didn't know about, but I knew about most of them. But they come back, and God is so good because they are all productive, respectable men in their communities and in their professions. So that's it.
Wow.
That's it.
That's amazing. Now, Miss Mary, can you please tell the people? I know that you also have an organization that you have. If we can, Nia, do we have any tissue around here? If I can stop crying. I'm over here trying to just hold it together. I'm not alone though, I'm sure. But Miss Mary has an organization as well. So can you tell us a little bit about your organization?
Well, my organization is NASH, and it's NASH. It's the NASH group. And NASH stands for Ness and Sam's Hands. And Ness and Sam were my parents. They were immigrants from the Republic of Panama and came to this country and made a phenomenal imprint in Brooklyn, New York, where I was born and raised. And when they passed, they left me with a fantastic legacy. And of course, I share with my sons and my family. But the purpose of NASH is to help women as they move through life at all different stages. Primarily, we strive to mentor young, older moms mentoring younger moms, so that hopefully some younger moms won't fall into some of the mistakes that we went through. And that's the whole purpose of it. So met. We've been in operation for 3 years now. Due to the pandemic, we really haven't been up and running, but in September we will be back, and
Yes.
just it's just fellowshipping women with women, being totally transparent in a safe environment, and we'll let you know all about when we're going to get started again.
Thank you so much. And listen, guys, we will definitely make sure that we keep you all posted with Miss Mary. I'm going to ask her to just stay with us for a moment. I have a couple more questions for B, and then we will get out of here. But Bryan, I have to ask you, out of all of the things that you do, from writing a book, from having your major prep apparel, which thing for you is your baby? Which one of those things means the most?
Wow,
Yeah, tough ones. I said I'm coming for him tonight.
man, which is the baby?
Who's the baby?
The baby that I cherish the most is is surely the basketball player aspect. It's 100% the basketball aspect. Basketball has done so much for myself in my own life that just the morals and values I even learned, not only from my mom, my dad, but through the game, it helped me evolve through life.
Right.
And then the people I was able to meet, such as Chris, who helped me become a professional basketball player and travel the entire world. People like Sean Lewis, who trained me to help me become the trainer I am today. People like Ted Meng, Will Chase, Mo Maxwell, Samir London, Andre Henry, Ron Burnett, and the list goes on and on of different people who played a huge role in my life and taught me
Yes.
so much about the game that transitions to life. My coach, Frank Marcenik, in college, people taught me so much about life through the game that being able to be the basketball trainer I am, I helped teach life through the game. And then the clothing line has been this phenomenal marketing piece and it's grown into 9 years of running and having people like Jarman, who runs MMP, who's the longest living brand in Harrisburg, through
Wow.
validation is a huge testament to just the work I've continued to put into our clothing line. And then at this point now with the book dropping, the transformational leadership curriculum about to go into hundreds and thousands of programs and schools and universities. I'm manifesting this right now because when it happened, we'll be able to come back one day and say that it happened. And with this
Absolutely. Come on with it.
happening program coming into uh, flourishing and starting to go into all programs and universities and middle school high schools all over the world.
Yes.
This is gonna mess around and take over my life, I believe. But we prepared for it. We prepared for this moment in order to
That's
prosper,
right.
and we have the systems in place and the people in place to be able to help this thing go way beyond our own personal imagination. I'm sorry, but the baby is basketball training, and then built
Yes.
up through the photo line, and now training for Triumph. I have a special announcement. I can't say this yet for training for Triumph,
Okay.
but it's going to be real major. And the book tour and the curriculum and the whole nine, but they all have been a baby, and it was a challenge starting three businesses at the same time.
But you're
But
doing it.
they say don't do it.
That's
I
right.
never saw they. I don't know who they are.
Who is
I
they?
don't know. I don't know who they are. So I'm gonna go everything against what they talking about
Right.
and
Right.
be major as I am.
Well, first of all, bro, let me tell you right now, I want an exclusive when it goes down. I need you to come back on and tell me what's going on. Don't be hiding
Okay.
no secrets, or I'll come knocking on the door. Um, listen, I will find you. But any of you guys that do not know about Major Prep Apparel, we will make sure that we broadcast at the end where you can find his clothing gear, where you can purchase his book. Listen, guys that are watching all over the world, you want this book. This book is major. Everything about this family is major, and it is transformational. It's one of the books that I have in my office with my parents. Every time they come in the office, they pick up the book. I've had a couple that tried to walk out with it. I had to catch them, tell them to put my book down. But this book is transformational. It's an easy read, but it gets to the point, and it is life changing. So I have a question for both of you guys before I go. One of the signatures that we want to do on Songs in the Key of Life is either live performances. We have people that are going to be coming. I have lined up singers and poets and all kinds of things like that. But I also want to ask our guests, what song, if you can name any song that you feel describes your life, what would it be and why? So that's the question that every single guest that will be coming on Songs in the Key of Life will have to answer. So I'm going to start with Miss Mary, and then I'm going to end with you, B. Mage. Okay, so Miss Mary, what song could you pick that would describe your life and why?
It's an easy pick.
What is it?
Never would have made it.
Oh,
Never would have made it.
that's it.
That is my poem.
Never would have
Listen.
made it. Yes. God is so good. And if it were not, even if it weren't a song,
Right.
that would be my song.
Come on.
That would be my song.
Man. So with all that said, listen, y'all, I told y'all last week that sometimes we're going to laugh, but sometimes we're going to cry. Miss Mary came in bringing the tears in the rain, but I feel good. I feel motivated. I feel ready to go. I thank you, Bryan. I thank you for who you are in this community. I thank you for being a person that I can tell my sons to look up to. If I don't even have to second guess, if you're in the building, they're going to be fine. And I just love that about who you are. When you walk into a room, you change the space. Listen, people, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care who told you couldn't. Who's they? Right? We already discussed that. Who are the days? I don't care if your mother was a drug addict and your father was abusive. I don't care what it is. You have the ability to stand up and become what it is that you want to be. You have to decide in your mind that you're going to raise above what your circumstance is, and you have to speak. When your son said, Miss Mary, he said that the day that your husband died, he was the hardest day of his life, but the most empowering. When he said that he stood in his room and said over and over, I'm major. I'm major. I want somebody at home right now to stand wherever you are. I don't care if you're in the bathroom, if you're in the car watching me. I want you to tell yourself that you're major over and over and over again until you begin to believe it. And that thing that is already on the inside of you decides that it wants to get ready to grow. Because just like a baby, you know, that seed is planted and it takes a little bit of time. If we continue to speak life into ourselves, that thing on the inside will grow. And one day you will give birth to your destiny. So we are claiming it tonight. I'm claiming that my brother's going to be traveling all over the world. I'm claiming that I'm going to be at the house for Thanksgiving dinner. I'm claiming, listen, I'm claiming that Miss Mary's organization is going to get so big that she's going to have to do NASH, not only in the 717, but in other places, because we need mothers like you. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need what you teach. I need the way that you love. I need all of it. So y'all, we are about to get out of here, but I thank y'all for coming on. Thank you for being a part. I asked B Mage, I said, bro, I need you. He said yes right away, sent me his information, and he was here tonight. You guys, B, we put something up there, but do you know off the top where they can find your items?
Of course, yes, without a doubt.
Let it be known.
So for all basketball inquiries of speaking, of me coming to train at your coach, with your child, at your team, whatever the case may be, you can go to majorprepacademy.com.
Majorprepacademy.com.
Majorprepacademy.com. And you can leave that slide there, because in order to book me for speaking or to purchase the book and a variety of other products and services that I have to offer, you can purchase them at www.bryanmajors.com. So for speaking, for the book, for touring, for the transformational curriculum, you can purchase that all right at bryanmajors.com. And last but not least, for all clothing, majorprepapparel.com.
So, bro, do you still have a goal in mind for the book? You reached the 5K. Are you waiting for 10K now?
10K.
So listen, y'all, he needs 10K. So we're going to help him do that, y'all. Whatever you have to do, look him up. Buy the book. I'm telling you, it's going to be life-changing, life-altering. If you have teenagers, sit them down. It's summertime. Make them read the book and tell you what it talked about. Get them up out of them phones and get them up out of them the gadgets and all of that. Have them sit down for so many minutes a day and read this book. Not only will it help your children, but it will help you. So listen, guys, next week, I will be in the same place at the same time. My special guest will be the Mosleys, Brent Mosley and Shauna Mosley. Next week we're coming to have a little bit of fun. They are a beautiful family. So next week, be prepared to be back. But for tonight, I thank you all for coming. This is number 2. Let's hope and pray for number 3. I need y'all to keep me in mind in your thoughts and come on back next week. See you later.